In this lesson, we're going to begin looking at exploring, if you will, ways that we can change an image, do a makeover on a particular photograph. Now, in your exercise folder, you have several images that actually begin with 788, but they end with 1, 2, 3. Make sure you open up 1, because we're going to be using the same lady, and we're going to be doing some makeover to her. In this lesson, let's be kind of simple. Let's just see if we can do something very easy to change the overall, say, mood of the image. So we're going to come over here into our Layers panel. Let's make a copy of background. Tell you what, let's use the shortcut this time. Now that's Control in Windows, Command on a Mac, and the letter J as in John, and that allows you to make a copy. About the quickest way I suppose you can do that. Go up to the word Filter on the pull-down menu, and go down to Blur and select Gaussian Blur. Now in Gaussian Blur, not quite that much. I don't want quite that much. I'm going to do like about a 9 maybe. Remember one thing though, that the radius that I'm choosing is based partially on the resolution of the image. If it's high resolution, I might need more of a radius. If it's a lower resolution, I would need probably less. But I'm looking for a look something like this. Something like that. I'm going to click OK. Now the next step to changing it is actually kind of fun. We're talking about opacities and blending modes. That's it. Let me pull this over so we can see this better. Now we could start with, say, for example, something like a darken. Now again, we're darkening a blurred image against the original. Now if I turn that off, you can see it does change the image. It softens it up. We could try a multiply. Now, multiply to me creates a more dramatic look to this image, much more dramatic, just by changing to multiply. We could go into, say, for example, overlay. And it lightens the image up, but it adds a lot of color, especially to her hair. Soft light does the same thing. You get more detail, though. And again, anytime you want to see the original, you can go here and turn that on or off. So overlay basically gives a softer look to the image, where soft light actually creates a harsher image. My favorite one to kind of play around with, if this is the look you're looking for, is go down to divide. Now to me, divide, when used this way with the blurred image, begins to create something that almost is akin to a pencil sketch, or maybe a color pencil sketch. All we did was take a layer, make a copy of it, Gaussian blur it, and the amount of Gaussian blur would determine the effect too. So you might want to play around with that. And then we moved around with our blending modes. And don't forget, you also have opacity if you want to maybe bring some of her back in and make it even more dramatic. Working with blending modes and opacity on a blurred copy of the image can actually produce some pretty stunning results.